On this episode of the Money Maker Mindset, we're going to talk about 4 different ways of how you can save money fast. Let's go. First off, let's start by asking ourselves this major question. Where are you financially in your life? Are you happy with where you're at? Are you living a paycheck to paycheck life? Are you saving 80% of your income? Are you saving 10%? Are you investing? Are you retired? Where are you at financially? Now, this is sometimes the hardest question to ask because as humans, we don't like to ask the hard, difficult questions. We don't think about it sometimes. But as we do it, and as we ask ourselves these honest questions, we can figure out where we are currently financially and where we want to go. If you don't have a plan of where you want to go, then you're never going to get there. So the very first thing that you could possibly do is just ask yourself, where are you financially? Now, to some people that may be hard to ask, but in reality, it is possible to ask yourself this question and to figure it out. In finance, there are 2 major parts: managing expenses and managing income. Before you can manage and start making a lot of money, you have to learn how to cut down on your expenses. You see, if you were to be making a lot of money right now and you didn't have control of your expenses, then it wouldn't mean anything at all because your expenses are going out of control. There's no limit to them. But as you set up like a budget or as you do other things, then you have that ability to decrease your expenses, which will then allow you to have more money to save. Alright, so now that we have talked about where we are financially, let's get into detail about the ways of how you can save money fast. Number 1, identify needs versus wants. First off, let's establish what are needs, what are wants. They're 2 terms that you don't always hear. Needs are basically anything that you have to have in order to survive, while wants are anything that you want to have, but you don't necessarily have to have it in order to survive. Now, one of the ways that I like to identify my needs versus wants is by making what I call, or what most people call, a brainstorm. So I write down my expenses in groups and I identify different groups that I have to have and other groups that I don't have to have but are like my wants. So in this brainstorm you can see that, hey, groceries, they're a need. I have to have food in order to survive. Transportation, I have to have a car that works and functions. Those are types of ways of how I identify needs versus wants. Number 2, limit how often you shop and where you shop. Why is that important? Well, because shopping is something that we all do, and if we are not able to limit it, then how are we to decrease our expenses? So, let's talk a little bit more about how to limit shopping. Well, for instance, you probably don't need to go shopping every day, and you probably don't need to go shopping every other day. So for me personally in my life, my wife and I have decided that we try to go shopping about once a week. Main reason for this is as soon as any store can get you within their store, it's really easy for you to start thinking in your mind, oh yeah, I needed to buy this. Oh yeah, what about this? Oh, I really liked that bicycle. I want to buy it. But that wasn't your main objective when you went into the store at the first place. And so that's why it is important to try and limit how often you go to the store, because the fewer times that you're in there, the fewer and fewer chances that store has to get you to buy more items than you actually need. As well, you do not have to shop at the nicest of stores every time you go shopping. It is true that most nice stores have higher quality products, but you don't always need the highest quality product. If you're looking for pens, do you have to go to a high price store? Maybe you could go to a lower price store and still find a decent quality pen at a cheaper price. So as you consider your expenses and try and limit where you shop and how often you shop, consider these things. Number 3, Limit the amount of brand new items that you buy, or try to never buy brand new. Why? Because brand new items always depreciate as soon as you purchase them. It's crazy. In fact, one of the funny and odd facts about buying brand new things is when it comes to buying a brand new car. As soon as you drive that brand new car off the lot, guess what? It depreciates in value. Why would you ever want something that you buy as big as a car in value depreciate as soon as you put money into it? That just does not make sense. So whatever you do, try not to buy and try to limit brand new items as much as possible. Number 4, and this number is the most important one. It has the biggest impact, and that is creating a budget. I know it's probably something that you've heard of before, but it is so true. In fact, every financial expert will tell you that creating a budget can have the biggest impact in the amount of money that you can save on a monthly basis. But why is that? Well, budgets, they allow you to actually visually see where all of your money is going. And you can see, oh, maybe our expenses here isn't necessary. Maybe we could decrease that. Oh, our expenses over here, yeah, we guessed wrong on that. We need to increase it a little bit. By budgeting, you are able to see where you're at and where you want to go. And it is definitely the train tracks for where you want to arrive. So, which money-saving item are you going to start applying today? It's up to you. Why? Because it's your money. You're the person who decides. Make sure to leave a comment down below of which idea you're going to start applying. Maybe one, maybe all, I don't know. It's up to you. If you liked what you heard in this video today, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, The Money Maker Mindset.